So I'm sure you've seen speedrunners on TikTok or Twitch or YouTube using this mod to be able to generate multiple seeds at the same time to speed up their speedrunning experience. They also have other mods, like for example, they have a timer, which we have up here in the top right corner. Maybe you wanna try speedrunning yourself and you're not sure how to get started. Well, this is gonna be a tutorial for how to do that. We're going to go over how you can get the 21 speedrun.com approved mods that you're allowed to use in official speedruns and get them installed in your computer in less than 5 minutes and start going as a speedrunner. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is go to prismlauncher.org. Prism Launcher is a fork of Multi-MC. It's very similar. It just has a few more features, and it's open source. It has a ton of contributors. You can check them out down here. These are all real people. It's totally safe to download. So you just go to the download page, and depending on your operating system, you'll have to choose one of these options. I'm on Mac OS. You can also use Linux or Windows or Steam Deck, whatever you want, and you're going to go ahead and download that. Okay, and the next thing that you're going to want to do is click Add Instance, and then you're going to go down to Modrinth. Modrinth is a website that has a bunch of mods available. You can search for Speed Run Pack here, and this is what we're going to be installing. So this is a collection of mods. You can see all of the list of the different mods that it's going to install down here. Click OK. I'm going to click Create New Instance. I already have an instance that's using this mod pack, so I'm going to click Create New Instance. For you, it should just create a new instance automatically. You can see that there's 21 different mods that it installs. We can go over here and click Launch, or just double click it. Let's get into a few things as far as the configuration is concerned. First of all, we can go to Options, then we can go to Mod Configs, and you can see all the different mods that are here. Most of these you don't really have to mess with too much, but I would recommend going into Standard Settings. And for example, if you have different keybinds that you want to add or something like that, then you can do that here. It's basically all of the settings that you would normally find when editing a Minecraft world are stored in here. And the reason you need to do it through the standard settings thing is because we're going to be generating many seeds at the same time, and we want them all to have the same configuration. So by setting them in here, you're going to ensure that every single time that you have a new seed that's generated that you run, it's going to have the settings that you like to have. We also have Sodium here. This is a performance mod. It just helps to make the game a little bit more performant. All of these mods, including this one, are all totally allowed on speedrun.com. Also, you have the seed queue here. This is probably one that you want to edit. I like to set these 3 settings to 9 so that I can have a 3x3 grid. We're going to choose Use Wall Screen as on. And then we're going to do 3x3, so 3 rows, 3 columns, and that'll give us 9. If you want to have a different number of them, you can also do that, right? If you wanted to have 12, you could do a 3x4. It's totally up to you. And you can look up each one of these different mods to see what the configuration options are. You can sort of just play around and go look inside of here and see what's available. You also have your Speedrun IGT. This is your timer. So maybe you want to change some display settings for it. Maybe you want to change the category. You want to do a different kind of run. Instead of any %, you want to do all advancements or all portals, right? This is where you can set all these kinds of things. And obviously, you would go to this mods page, Speedrun IGT, to go get information about configuring that. Okay, so now that we've done our basic configuration, we can go over here, and this is the Speedrun button. So we click on the little golden boots. And initially, it's going to load us into a single world. And you can see that there's these other seeds generating on our screen. As soon as those are done generating, you can go over here and click Save and Quit to Title. It's not going to take you to the title screen. It's going to take you to your wall. So now you have your wall with all of your different seeds. If we want to regenerate an individual seed, instead of regenerating all of them, we can just hover over it and click E. If we want to regenerate all of the seeds, and get new seeds for each section, then we can hit T. And if we want to run a specific seed, maybe we see this seed down here, it looks particularly nice, we would hover over it and hit All. And that's going to get us into the seed, and we can run. Now, we have our timer up in the top right, that's running, right? We have the RTA, which is the real time, and then we have the IGT, which is the in-game time. So you can see if I pause the game, the real time is still running, but the in-game time is paused. So this just gives you an idea of how long you've been pausing for, etc. So say this seed is not very good. It doesn't look like there's anything around here for us. We can, if we want to get back to our wall, we can just click save and quit to title. And now we're back at our wall. And say we're running this seed and we're done. We want to quit the game, or maybe we want to go back and edit some global settings in standard settings or something like that. Instead of hitting escape and then save and quit to title, what we'll do is we'll go to options and then stop resets and quit down here in the bottom left corner. And this is configurable. You can change the position of this, but by default, it's down here in the bottom left corner. So we click that and you can see that it takes us back to this page. So then say we wanted to go back to options, back to mod configs and change them to configuration and then start doing speed runs again. We can come back here and click it. And then our configuration would have been updated by now. And that's most of what you need to know about the wall. There are more keyboard shortcuts for this wall mod. So if you have other things that you want to be able to do, or you see other people doing things that you want to be able to do, you might just need to go and look at the page for this specific mod, which is the seed queue mod. And then you'll be able to get answers. I'm not going to go over every single keybind. Those are just the most important ones. E to reload an individual seed, T to regenerate all of them, and then of course R when hovering over a specific one to run that one. And that's pretty much it. That's all you need to do. If you would like more information on some different training maps that you can use, such as a Bastion training map, how to locate bastions once you're in the Nether using the F3 menu, or if you want to learn how to find Nether fortresses using the pie chart in the F3 menu on Java Edition, then you can follow me, and I'm going to have more tutorials for those things up as soon as I possibly can. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave any questions you have in the comments, and I'm happy to answer them.